Hello and welcome to the workshop. Thank you for stopping by. We appreciate you very, very much. If you are new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. We upload a brand new video. Buckets, how often?
Almost every single day.
Almost every single day. So if you love sneakers, you have come to the right place. If you're looking for me outside of YouTube, outside of this little cubicle that you see here, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Mr. Former Simpson. And if you enjoyed today's video, this video right here, then please hit that thumbs up button. It really does go a long way. Helps the channel continue to grow, all of that good stuff. I got nothing else before we jump in. Buckets. Anything to add, or are we... Will they be able to hear that?
I hope so.
Will that pick up on the microphone? 3, 2, 1, bang, bang. This is the Nike Air Griffey Max 1 Freshwater. These released very recently and retail was $170. Now, to some people's surprise, they sold out pretty much instantly. I tried to get a pair on the Sneakers app. Swing and a miss. You know, the whole baseball thing, the theme.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss on Sneakers app, which, Buckets, you know as well as I do, we're not batting a very good percentage on the Sneakers app.
No, very bad. Abysmal.
Very, very bad. We definitely would not be in the major leagues. I grabbed this pair from Kicks Are For Us, a local resale shop down here in the Tampa area. Shouts to them. This is one of those pairs. There are a few handfuls, maybe more than that, but this is one of those pairs that kind of every time they release or retro, I want a pair. Buckets, you agree?
I do.
And you like these even more than I do. Where would you put these? Are these like in your top 10?
No, probably top 20.
Okay, top 20 sneaker for you. I think they're in that same range for me as well, and it's because that nostalgia. Sometimes that nostalgia, it just hits a little bit different. Growing up, Ken Griffey Jr., he was that dude. Even as a Yankees fan, Buckets, you and I, Ken Griffey Jr. was still that dude. And I don't know if I'm being dramatic. Again, Buckets, I'm going to you. Is this the best baseball sneaker of all time?
For sure.
Is it even close?
I mean, there's a couple other ones that are like kind of cool, but no, not close.
And now I don't even feel like Nike really does anything with baseball anymore. I feel like that was kind of a 90s thing.
Super 90s thing.
Yeah, definitely a 90s thing. Either way, these are the top dog. Now, personally, just myself, I like the freshwater pair a little bit more than these. I just like that colorway a little bit more. This is the white freshwater, but both are very dope. The quality is not the best, but again, it's a nostalgia thing more than anything else. That chunky 90s retro silhouette, leather swoosh up front. Almost nothing on the medial side of the sneaker. I feel like a lot of Nike sneakers were that way in the 90s. Zero branding on that inner half of the shoe. Very discreet, very subtle, and then a much more bold look on the outer half. You got the strap across the front, Nike branded. 24 on the side. The mini swoosh, another swoosh on the pull tab. Very minimal color on this pair. but I love that pull tab with the freshwater and the red outline on the swoosh. Another freshwater pull tab on the back. Another vertical swoosh. A red hit up front. Like I said, very minimal color. Chunky midsole with the air bubbles, as you can see. Those air units. Love the outsole on this pair as well. Baseball inspired logo. More Nike branding. This is just such a classic sneaker for me, and I've said this in a lot of videos, but sneakers really are like music. They take you back to that exact time, that exact place, that exact moment even sometimes in your life, and these definitely do that for me, which is why I said when they release, when they retro, I'm like, it's hard to resist buying a pair. I've gotten several messages and comments, people saying, yo, back in 2016, these didn't even sell out, and now they did. What the hell? What's going on? Well, I'm not sure about the production numbers. I don't know if this retro was more limited. I really don't know. What I will say is that's the way it goes a lot of times. Hype, no hype, and then hype again. That's just kind of the circle of life when it comes to sneakers. But I do agree, these are definitely, or seem to be a lot more hyped up in 2021 than they did in 2016. Buckets, you agree?
I mean, I agree with that, but in 2016 or whenever that was,
right,
there was literally 35 colorways.
That's true.
Like this colorway sold out.
Did it?
I believe so. Like eventually, at least. Like
maybe, but these were like instant sellout.
Yeah, I guess it wasn't like that, but there was like the South Beach pair. Like they just like any colorway, they put it on this sneaker.
Yeah, they did. Nike definitely kind of overdid it, in my opinion, with that silhouette to the point where it was like, you never like to see that. That's kind of the line, right? With these classic models, these pairs that have a lot of nostalgia for someone. It's like, man, when it just kind of feels like they cheapen the model or they cheapen the silhouette when they do that. They kind of squeeze a little of that nostalgia out of it to the point where you're like, but this is that classic colorway. This is a classic pair. This and the other one to me.
The white freshwater?
Freshwater and freshwater.
Yeah. Double freshwater.
Exactly. Double freshwater. I'm a fan. Do you think also, to your point, that back then there were maybe a lot more pairs in circulation or a lot more pairs made? Because it seemed like back then everyone was wearing them.
Yeah.
Or was that 2012?
I don't remember when it was. Like the year that they came out that everybody had a pair. But it was like literally I felt like there was 40 colorways.
Yeah, I think that might have been the retro before 2016, but I don't really know. Scale of 1 to 10. Let's wrap this thing up. A scale of 1 to 10, I'm giving them a 9 out of 10 just off of that nostalgia that I keep speaking about. Buckets, where are you at?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. You love them.
Love them.
Doesn't matter the quality. Doesn't matter that it's another retro. Doesn't matter any of it. Always a 10 out of 10 in your book.
Yeah, to me, this is like the more up-tempo.
All right, see, to me, the more up-tempo is quite a bit better than these. I love these, but not more up-tempo love.
So the more up-tempo is a top 10 sneaker. This, I guess, is not a top 10 sneaker, but I'm saying like as far as recognizability.
Okay. All right, I respect it.
And just the 90s overall look of them.
You know the vibes. Leave a comment below and let us know how you feel. What are your thoughts on this sneaker, this colorway, the fact that they seem to sell out a whole lot quicker this time around. However you're feeling, leave a comment below and let us know. Always love to hear from you. Thank you for watching. You are very, very appreciated. Tomorrow, mañana, same time, same place, right here at the workshop with a brand new sneaker for your head tops. I got nothing else, Buckets. Anything from you?
No.
Hasta la vista.